Hello, it is Shisha G. Lee, 1997, Xavier G. Okay, so I'm not doing an update of testosterone video because it's not a month yet, and I'm also not doing a cover because I've been busy lately. However, I did push some free time to do this video, and I'm doing basically a after reaction video. So what I reacted to was the Tokyo Ghoul first episode that came out 2 days ago on not April 2nd, it's April 3rd when it came out. So, if I were to view it as an only anime watcher, that's usually how I am. I usually just watch anime and just ignore the manga, but in this case, when it comes to Tokyo Ghoul, you actually have to read the manga in order to understand the anime, because the anime leaves out so much stuff, and it's annoying. So if I were to view this as an anime-only watcher, I would be totally confused, which is usually how I am during any other series. Is usually I'm like, oh, it's new characters, okay, we're gonna get to learn about new characters, oh look, it's already new action. So plenty of action, which I love action anyway. That's usually what I usually watch anime for, is the action. There is some romance but that I can watch, but I grew up with action, so I like action better. But also Tokyo Ghoul in general is rated R, so it's not intended for teenagers, it's intended for adults. So, and it's a dark anime, which also proves that anime is not only for kids. So it's one of those animes like, it's not for kids, it's for adults. Which usually people think, oh, it's just gonna be porn and stuff like that. But it's not. It's actually quite a good adult anime. Because first of all, it's not only action, it's horror, and it's psychological. And it's also rated mature, and some other things. Probably has some romance in it, and there's usually a little bit of romance, but not like, it's not too much of the main focus when it comes to action type of anime, like Naruto and Bleach. But there is some more romance in Tokyo Ghoul than there is in those type of animes. So, yeah, in order to understand Tokyo Ghoul anime in general, you have to read the manga, which I did. Like, at first when I watched Tokyo Ghoul, I just watched the anime and didn't read the manga, and I understood it. Towards the end of it, I understood some of it, or most of it. And then, also, when it comes to Tokyo Ghoul Re, I also knew from the beginning that Sasaki is Kaneki, he just lost his memory, so I already knew that going into when it was first announced that Tokyo Ghoul Re would have a season, their first season. Technically it's Tokyo Ghoul Season 3, but whatever. So, yeah, going into the anime, you're gonna get confused and everything, they're gonna miss so much information. The opening has so many spoilers, but that's usually an opening. The opening's great, the ending's great. When it comes to the opening, I usually like listening to the openings, and I would like to do a cover of openings, but in this case, it's another high-pitched singer, and I can't do that, so I could probably harmonize, possibly, but I probably can't do a cover of the opening of Tokyo Ghoul Re. So, but as someone who has now read the manga, caught up with the manga series, I am now quite everyone's a little salty about how things have been rushed in the animation, because the animation is usually, in an anime episode, they usually cover 1 to 2 chapters, but with Tokyo Ghoul, they covered 6 chapters, and so the plot is very fast-paced compared to the manga. So, some of the things that they missed was the information about RC cells in ghouls and humans, and that's the main difference. Like, that's the main difference between ghouls and humans is the RC cell levels. With a human, it's 200 to 500 RC cells, but with ghouls, it's 1,000 to 8,000 RC levels. So, and that's the reason, like, the RC cells is the reason that, like, the main difference between ghouls and humans. That's why it's because of RC cells that ghouls can regenerate faster than humans. They have their Kagina, the Kakugan, and their Kakugo. Kakugo. I'm pretty, yeah, Kakuho. So that's the reason why, and it's also the reason why ghouls can't eat human food, because the RC cells is too high and just doesn't get nutrition from human food, and that's why they have to eat human flesh. So that's the main difference. That's why they don't explain RC cells in the animation like they do in the manga, and I feel like that's vital information to understand. But it's not explained. It's not explained whatsoever, and that's kind of what makes me mad about the animation. But the animation in general, the animation is beautiful. It's better than the previous seasons, and so, like, everyone is just gorgeous or beautiful or just whatever. So, and like from the opening, you can see basically new characters, old characters. So in the opening, you see Suzuya, Juzo, you see a bit of Kanaki's, but in this little torture chamber. You see Yomo, Uta, Tsukiyama, and you see Toka, which is very beautiful. So that's quite interesting. And Suzuya has black hair instead of white hair. So, which, if I was an anime only watcher, I would be like, is he still kind of the weird dude, or is he mature enough or something? But I guess, but from a manga reader perspective and being caught up with the manga, I don't know if he's really mature, like, or like, I guess he takes his job more seriously. But he still has some, like, weird things about him that the CCG just doesn't have. And I also wish that in Tokyo Ghoul they said what CCG stands for. It actually just means Committee Counter Ghoul. So, which they didn't explain that in the anime. They explained it in the manga, but they didn't explain it in the animation. So, which is why you have to read the manga. And so there's that. Some other things that they missed out in the animation. Akira Amado and Sasaki didn't have a conversation, and they didn't eat out. Like, they didn't go out to lunch together like how they did in the manga. Also, with Torso, he's like a fetish type of ghoul that likes women's bellies and scars, so that's quite interesting. But one vital thing is, I feel like that they also missed with that, is that when he's fighting Mizuki in the first episode, in the manga, he actually undresses Mizuki after he asks, "Which are you?" As an anime only watcher, I would probably assume that he means, "Are you human or are you a dove?" But in the manga, when he says, "Which are you?" he refers to, like, which sex are you? Are you female or are you male? So when he undresses Mizuki Toru, he sees that he's biologically female, but Mizuki identifies as male, so basically that makes him an FTM transgender character. So, which I also found out that Grell from Black Butler is a trans woman, and that Corona from Soul Eater is non-binary, so that's quite interesting. But I also think when it comes to the studio that produced the animation, they're also trying to keep it they're centering a lot of things, but also they're trying to keep it PG-13, even though Funimation still views it as a mature content, so you have to be 18 to watch this anime. Technically, but you could always bypass that and watch it somewhere else. So that's some things that they missed. There's also more information that they missed. Another thing that they missed is when what was her name? When Yurie and Shizuya no, it's not Shizuya, it's Shirazu. I keep forgetting. When they give the photographer information, they were supposed to give her the energy colorful underwear. Instead, they gave her plain gray underwear. So manga readers are like, that's not cool. We wanted to see colorful underwear. So that's another thing that got missed. Some other things. I can't think of any other things. I think also another reason, I think when Mato said, when she punched Sasaki, she said that, your gentleness will kill you will kill you in battle. You can't be kind in battle, which is true. But she also punched him. In the anime, in the manga, she also punched him because she was embarrassed with what he was saying in the meeting. Because in the manga, in the meeting, when they asked why he didn't kill off the useless Ghoul, he says about Ghoul 2, about not killing ghouls for unnecessary reasons, not going too far with their killing. So since he didn't kill anyone, and since the Ghoul that they were chasing at that wasn't Torso, wasn't doing anything but giving taxi rides, he only fought when he was exposed to being a Ghoul. But Sasuke was like, he was talking about rule number 2, which is basically almost like a protection of ghouls to some extent, even though it's not exactly a protection. But that's the reason why Mato got embarrassed and punched Sasaki afterwards. So, and also from the looks of the opening, it seems like, first of all, the season is only getting 12 episodes, so I'm assuming with all those, with what's going to happen in the first season, it's going to be, well, first of all, they're going to do the Big Mama raid, the auction raid, and they're also going to do the Rose Wall extermination. So it looks like that's going to be the 2 main things in this season, and it's probably going to end with Heisei probably being gone, and then introduction of the Black Reaper. So, but I think that the Tokyo Ghoul should have another season. They shouldn't just keep, because I saw an article of like they're only going to do 1 season of Tokyo Ghoul, but I think they could make a Tokyo Ghoul. They could make a season 2. If Period doesn't mess up everything, but that's kind of what they're doing already. So we'll see what will happen for season 2, for season 1, and then we'll see if they're gonna come out with a season 2. I'd like to be a season 2, but right now we're on season 1. So for the next episode, I think there was a preview of the next episode, so I think they're gonna do the auction raid, which in the manga, the Quinks squad actually dresses up as women, so there's gonna be some drag. some drag, I guess some drag queen cosplay type of thing, or they're just going, I would say drag queen disguise. I'm gonna say that instead, that seems better, which I find very hilarious. But yeah, so that's all I'm gonna probably say about this video. Is just my reaction to the first episode of Tokyo Ghoul. So yeah. So see you later.